It was good. Tempo was good. They had a lot of energy. You know, we stayed out. We practice a little bit longer in the spring than we do in the fall, but that's because we're not getting ready for a game. They'll always have a day off in between practices, and then we'll come back and practice on Thursday. But for the first day, I thought they were really sharp. They had great energy.
Quarterback position?
Yep. They're throwing it around, slinging it around. Unfortunately for us, we don't have to pick a starter until New Mexico, so that's a long ways away. It's just about getting those guys reps, and I thought both those guys did some good things today. They made some mistakes, but that's to be expected on day one.
You sure you won't decide earlier than that? You think it'll definitely go?
I have no idea. I mean, we could decide. I could decide tomorrow, but I'll tell you.
Jeremiah caught some balls today.
He dropped some balls too.
What's his role going to be?
He's just going to practice with us, but he's really not going to take a lot of reps at quarterback because he's not going to play for quarterback for us next fall. So he'll step in and help out where he can help out. We have some receivers that are banged up right now, so if he's going to go play out there, if he's going to give us a look, he's just going to be a practice player for us.
There's some question about his role and Kiko's role. What was the determination in deciding they should practice with you?
There were never any questions about their role or Kiko's role, so they did exactly what we planned on them doing.
So is that what Jeremiah kind of will be? I mean, if you need a...
Needs somebody to hold the dummy, needs somebody to run practice, needs somebody to do different things. He understands his role in this team.
Chip, are you surprised that Jeremiah is here right now?
No, I'm not.
Coach, did you have a chance to watch any of the newcomers today?
Yeah, a couple of those guys stood out. You know, Terrence and Dior and James Scales were the three new kids, and I was really, really pleased with them. They, you know, the one thing about them is you didn't know they were newcomers. You had to kind of look over. You know, they stepped up. You know, you watch them right from the beginning in 3-on-2 and competition type things, and you know they got bright eyes and they got smiles on them. Sometimes, you know, I think we forget those three kids were eating hot lunches in high school on Friday, and now they're out here practicing in college and went to their first classes yesterday. So, you know, to transition like they did, I was really impressed with all three of those guys.
How'd you like the offensive tempo today?
It was okay. We need to get, you know, we're getting back into it. We're getting about 2 plays a minute. We need to get a little bit faster, but for the first day, was, you know, we're pleased, but we still got to continue to work on that.
Is that going to be one of the big adjustments? I mean, Jeremiah kind of had that, you know, towards the end of last season, all of last season really kind of had that tempo down, and he was really comfortable. I mean, is that going to be one of the challenges this spring?
No, you know, I think Nate and Darren did a nice job with it. It's a lot of times it's a byproduct of the other guys. You've got some young receivers out there still trying to figure out the play and some of those other things, but I thought the quarterbacks handled it the two older quarterbacks handled it pretty well. Darryl's still kind of young, but I was impressed with, you know, the way Darren and Nate kind of stepped up. Now it's a matter of getting those other guys on the same page.
Anticipate having LaMichael back on
Yeah, he'll be here on Thursday, yeah.
Good to get back to football.
Is it a two-man job at quarterback, would you say, right now?
No, it's whoever can step up. You know, I'm not going to count Darryl out, but we don't have to pick a quarterback until, you know, the September or whatever when we play New Mexico. So, you know, it could go to then, it could go earlier, but, you know, I won't count Darryl out of anything. I just know Darryl hasn't gotten the quality reps and he's never played in a game. I know Darren's played in a game for us. I know Nate's played in a game for us. So they have a little bit of an experience factor over Darryl, but that doesn't mean Darryl's out of the mix by any stretch of imagination.
Do you see Jeremiah that two guys could share the job?
I mean, it's ways away.
Are you ever in that mindset?
I have no idea. I'm in the mindset of winning. So if that'll help us win, then we'll do it. But we literally haven't talked about any positions or everything, which today and through the spring it's always been is how many reps can we get for everybody, because, you know, who's our next offensive lineman in there? You know, Carson York's out right now, so who's that guy going to be? Who are the guys that are going to step at receiver? You know, where are we going to get our tight ends? You know, so who are going to get reps at defensive tackle? So picking who's going to play right now, it doesn't really mean anything because you have no idea. You know, you can get to the first week of the first game and then someone rolls an ankle and you got to go with the other guy. So it's just, can we get them all quality reps? And, you know, this whole deal's a process, and we're just in the beginning of the process. So.
How did Darren do today?
Darren?
How did Darren do today?
They did. Oh, you know, I don't until I see the tape and get a chance. But I was, you know, they made some good plays and threw a couple balls. It was off balance a little bit in some throws, but, you know, overall.